screwed here. Maybe completely screwed here. Even if he wanted to, these two sacrifice would make him lose 2 life. So, got him there. Got him there. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. We are going with the Black Knights again. Black Vampire Knights, Chevaliers du Vampire, if you will, if you could allow me to be fake French for a minute here. This is a deck that I've ran a little while ago. There's a couple of improvements that can be made, but I think that just revisiting this is a solid Orzhov deck. I wanted something comforting. It's getting cold out. This is my comfort food deck right here. This is a VITO Gain and Drain Vampire Knights deck. I can't get any more comfortable in my zone on this one. It's a pretty solid overall. We had a good time running in Platinum, ranking up Platinum. I hope you like this one because it's got some cool tricks in it that I think a lot of people aren't running. So before we get down into it, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for a live stream. Goodness, we'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those places you can check us out when we go live. Hit that bell. Be part of Notification Squad. You're going to want to hit those notifications because we're going to have some Avatar stuff coming up, including our top 10 deck list and, of course, early access for Avatar The Last Airbender set next week. So stay tuned for that. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. It's all right there for you on Discord. You can share your deck with us. We'd love to see it. And, of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this, go to my AetherHub or my Moxfield and you will find it. So, what of all that being said, Vampire Knights, yeah, a little bit of everything here. I'm going to tell you about some of my favorite cards. Cecil. Cecil is a good card. He is kind of our archetypal knight right here. 1 black, 2/3, death touch, human knight, darkness. Whenever Cecil deals damage, you lose that much life. Then, if your life total is less than or equal to your half starting life total, untap and transform it. So if you lose life with this guy, you get to 10, he will turn into a 4/4 lifelink human knight Cecil the Redeemer. Very, very, very cool stuff right there. Great early play to aggressively put down. Great blocker with his death touch. Just a good card to open with. We're going to go with 3 of him right away for our 1-drops. Other than that, we don't really have 1-drops. We mostly go 2-drops, which is, you know, pretty wild stuff. As far as removal goes, we're going to go with Tragic Trajectory, Get Lost, and Bitter Triumph. I unfortunately had to load up on removal on this one. There's a lot of different options, and you could do a lot of different things here. Seam Rip is very good for removal if you don't want to do Tragic Trajectory. I can't say enough good things about Strategic Betrayal, and of course the House That Grows Hungry. We don't have a lot of 3-drops. I actually ran House That Grows Hungry a little bit here to put in a 3-drop spot in case you need it. I think you need 10 removal. I wish that it wasn't so, that we weren't in such an aggressive meta, but 2 Tragic Trajectories, 2 Bitter Triumphs, 4 Bitter Triumphs, and 4 Get Lost is going to be what my recommendation is, to just make sure people aren't out aggroing you to a ridiculous degree where they're just outgunning you every way that you try it. That is a good way to do that. You could discard and you'll get your map tokens potentially, but that is what we're going to run there. So now we're mostly going for our 2-drop knights. 2 of the knights that I think deserve a lot of respect right now is Knight of Grace and Knight of Malice, also known as the Knight of Grace and Malesi. They're basically mirror images of each other. 1 white, 1 2-drop, 2/2, first strike, hexproof from black. I cannot tell you how useful it is to have hexproof from black right now. The amount of removal that people try to play on turn 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I know that Nowhere to Run busts through that, but they have to have Nowhere to Run. First of all, they have to have that to kill it. And just being able to get around early black removal is super useful. And it gets +1 as long as the player controls any black permanent. On its other side here, the Knight of Malice, first strike, hexproof from white. A lot of the exile, a lot of the artifacts that exile or other removal spells are white. Knight of Malice goes through them. First strike, 2/2, 2-drop. It gets +1 as long as it controls any white permanent. And if we're running white-black, guess what? We have white permanents and black permanents to put down. We will, of course, get basically a whole army of knights going in. That'll be 3/2 first strikes with hexproof from the opposing color. Solid all around, overall pretty decent run right there. We really like that. I really like to see that. So these are really workhorse, underrated, uncommon cards, by the way. Not going to be hard on your wallet right there to do them. So that's what we're going to be doing there. Now let's talk about the sacrifice plays we're talking about, because we are going to be running Voice of Victory, which is a human bard, not a knight, but consider them the standard bearer and the squire of the knight. They're singing the songs, waving the banner, they're doing the things. Not only are we giving a big finger to can't cast spells on your opponents can't cast spells on your turn, so take that blue. We are in fact getting 1/3 Mobilize for 2, really just insane value package for 2 mana. Not being able to cast spells, and we get the mobilization trick. Very good stuff for a 1/3 as we go. Now, how are we going to benefit from these mobilizes? Because we're also running the Dalkovins on the curve as well. Here's what we're doing. If we're doing Dalkovin, if we're doing Voice of Victory, we're doing these mobilization tricks, we're going for the mobilization sacrifice route. Here is another knight for you. Servandem, Sunstar Exemplar. 1 black, 1 white, 2/2, Vigilance and Menace. So this counts as white and black for Knight of Malice and Grace, so he's going to count for both of them. Whenever another creature you control dies or is put into exile, put a 1/1 counter on Servandem and you gain 1 life. Whenever Servandem dies or is put into exile, while its power is 4 or greater, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. This punishes you for removing stuff from the board. The more removal that your opponent plays, the bigger this guy gets, the more life you gain. And even if you exile him, not only if you destroy him, but also exile him, anytime he leaves the board, dies or is put into exile, or not leaves the board, but dies or put in exile, you get to retaliate with a strike of your own to knock somebody else out, which is super cool. He is a legendary knight. I do want to only put 3 of him. I think 3 is perfectly fine. Really aggressive for a vigilance and menace creature as well that can swing in and really be dangerous all around on that. So you have something like Voice of Victory and Dalkovin Pack Beast. Every single turn, if they attack, you're going to be losing at least 2 creatures, even if they get blocked or something dies. But even if they don't, they're going to be sacrificed. So if you attack with Voice of Victory or Dalkovin, guess what? He's going to gain 2 life and get +1/+1, and he's dangerous to go in, and if they try to get rid of him, he exiles. So you're getting really good synergy between the mobilization and Servandem right there. You're getting a really good knight synergy with mobilization. So you call these knight commander decks, where the bigger your army is, the stronger that your commanders are going to be. Your captains, your knight captains, I suppose you could say, are going to be stronger. That's what we're going to run there. The other one is going to be Dalkovin Pack Beast, with everyone kind of counts out. Is an uncommon for 1 white and 2, 0/4, Vigilance and Mobilize 3. No power on its own. However, when it attacks you, generate 3 1/1 attacking creature tokens right there, which is super useful. With a Vigilance as well, meaning they don't even need to attack. It's hard to kill right there. Yeah. So this is a really good one as well when you're talking about Servandem and you're going in a really wide board. You're talking about first striking knights going with a really wide board, and anything you kill is going to get more dangerous. You've got menace creatures going in. You can see how this starts getting worse and worse as we build. Now here is where the trick comes in, guys. Here is where the Knights du Chevalier come in. VITO, my good friend VITO. VITO, Fanatic of Alcazatz. 1 black, 1 white, and 2. 4/4, Vampire Demon. Flying. Whenever you sacrifice your first permanent, you gain 2 life. The second time you sacrifice something, your opponent loses 2 life, and if it's the third time, guess what? A 4/3 white and black Vampire Demon creature token with flying. Dalkovin curving into VITO is one of the most brutal hits that you can run, because if you do Dalkovin on 3 and VITO on 4, you're almost guaranteed that you're going to sacrifice 3 creatures. And you immediately put him down, sacrifice 3 creatures, they lose 2 life, you gain 2 life, and immediately create a 4/3 flying black and white vampire creature token. Very good stuff right there. Especially if you do something like Cecil into Voice of Victory, into Dalkovin, into VITO, you're going in with Voice of Victory and Dalkovin, you're almost guaranteed you're going to sacrifice. So every single turn that you attack, you're going to trigger Veto. If you're able to keep Dalkovin alive, every single turn that you go in and you sacrifice those mobilization tokens, you're going to trigger Veto. Very, very, very cool stuff right there. Very fun use of Veto on the mobilization front. Not only that, you're constantly applying pressure, so Sir Vondam and Veto both benefit from the same thing. Sacrificing your little tokens at the end. He gets stronger, he gain and drains, and then he punishes you from removing, and you're generating demon vampires on the high end. If we want to do the ultimate Demon Knight, we have to have Elenda, Saint of Dusk. 1 black, 1 white, and 2. If we're talking about hexproof, and we're talking about different kinds of hexproof, being very, very hard to kill for the most part, being very stubborn in our ability for them to remove us. 4/4 lifelink and hexproof from instants. It just curves so nicely with Knight of Malice and Knight of Grace. Making things so hexproof against instant removal is so frustrating to current decks right now, man. You can't, it's just, they don't like that. They either have to run wipes or force sacrifice. It is going to be bad no matter what. They're going to get frustrated no matter what they do, trying to deal with all of the different things that you have. And by then, hopefully, you've been winning. So here's a 4-drop 4/4. As long as your life total is greater than your starting life total, she gets 1/1 and has Menace. So we're going in with another Menace Knight right here. We are gaining life every single time Sir Vondam if you sacrifice for Sir Vondam. And, of course, anytime that Veto does anything, we gain that life if you sacrificed anything. Then if we have 10 more than greater life total, she gets a +5/+5. So that means she would be a 10/10 lifelink Menace hexproof from instants. Generally speaking, we can usually get her up to like a 5/5 Menace lifelink, which is super good and very hard to remove as that goes. So really a lot of different options here that flow out. Now you're saying, Jay, if you wanted to gain a lot of life, how come you're not running Sheltered by Ghost? Because I'm kind of tired of Sheltered by Ghost, man. I suppose you could. I suppose you could get rid of 1 Bitter Triumph and 1 Get Lost and put 2 Sheltered by Ghosts in, but you know, let's make it challenging on ourselves, maybe, huh? Let's not rely on Shelter for everything, right? You certainly could. I'm tired of putting them in there, but you can. I'm not upset if you do it. I understand if you do it. That's a great way to gain more life, especially with Elenda, and it feeds to the ward and hexproof abilities that we already have built in with the deck. So you certainly could. I'm so tired of this card, guys. I know you feel the same way too. 6 plains, 5 mountains, Bleachbone Verge, Concealed Courtyard, Godless Shrines, and 1 Shadowy Backstreet for the Surveil right there. That is what we're looking like. You could put a Cavern in here for Knight or Vampire or Human, because generally speaking, you are going to be having, that's only the sets you're going to be running. Look, we are Knight and Human, basically. A Splish Splash of Vampire, Demon, nothing. Bard is the Human Bard, and Ox is the only other one that you couldn't cast from that one. So if you do Caverns, yeah, you could choose Knight or Human, and you're basically going to be fine against your counterspell decks right there. Boom. 2 of those, sure, why not? Yeah, so that's going to be that. 24 lands and a 2.2 average. We actually flooded lands quite a bit. I don't think that we might be able to get away with 21 lands if you don't want to run 61 cards all around. 6 instants, 2 sorceries, 2 enchantments, 10 removals altogether. Mostly creatures. You're looking for a creature combo. Pretty even split between white and black right there as it goes. That is what we're looking at there for Black Knight mobilization, Knight Captain mobilization right there. As far as the sideboard, pretty standard stuff, a little bit of more removal. This is where I'm going to shove the OMENPATHS stuff. House of the Hook Grows Hungry is not bad. Villainous Wrath could be useful. Strategic Betrayal, of course, Exile. Spectacular Tactics, I actually do like this one for another hexproof and pump instant ability. A Demi is your anti-board wipe tech. If people are running board wipe tribal, you might want to throw a Demi in there because you can flash it in and sacrifice it immediately. The sacrifice, of course, will trigger Veto or anything else, and everything gets indestructible, and Seamret for removal. So that is what we're looking at right there. A couple of different options. I know that a lot of the OMENPATHS stuff didn't make the final cut, but that's because the OMENPATHS stuff is just, compared to what we already have, it's just okay. It's not bad. It's just, we're very precise at what we're doing right there. So that is what we're going to go for right here. Let's get into the game. We are ranking up in Platinum, starting our seasonal climb again. This close to Avatar. Leave a comment, like the video, tell me what you think. Here we go. Where we absolutely have to fucking machine gun our opponents down. Hey, thank you for coming, Jappy. Make sure to like. But my God, man, we have to machine gun people down. Like, it's not even a choice. You saw what happened with the mono white deck. if every turn they're playing 2 creatures, what can we do about it, man? It's insane. Enters tapped. We'll go for Knight of Grace. I'd like a 3-drop or something here, but we'll see. This is going to be the only reason they run that is they want to run, this is Yuna. It's high noon. We're gonna go in. Boom. It's high noon. Hexproof from black. Nowhere to run. I want to see if this works. It did work. It did work. All right, we're going to hold steady. We're going to hold some vetoes down here because he's going to wipe. Can't help it. Take that unit deck. Take that unit deck. There's weird lag. Yes, this is Knights of Veto. I'm not sure why we're having some sync up problems. It looks like Mobilize is pretty good. Hey Anthony Scott, how you doing? Okay, I go first. That's gonna help. We'll put down enters tapped. Knight of Mobilize. Do you. Black. He's gonna kill it. It's fine. Sorry, I'm seeing fine across the board here. It may be a Twitch issue as far as audio goes. Kaido, Cunning Infiltrator. Create ninja tokens.
I've got friends everywhere.
We don't need that. We do need more Delk of Impact Beast though. Do. There we go. Mobilize 3. Alright. Could be a sweep. I'm sure he wouldn't be averse to a sweep right here. Cecil Dark Knight. Interesting choice. Let's put down you. Or hexproof from black there. Do no attackers. We're gonna wait. Took some damage. There's your Beast Binder. This is like the Demir good stuff. Let's try to get rid of Azure. I don't fucking like that card. He probably has a counterspell, but we'll eat that just so we can eat that counterspell. Yeah, that's fine. I don't fucking like that card, but we do have big VITO here. We will push. We'll absolutely fucking swarm him out. He's got 3 cards in his hand. Split screen ad that I can't skip. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. As your Beast Binder, who's he going to Beast Bind? He's going to go in for 4, for 3. Who's he going to Beast Bind? Who's he going to Beast Bind? That was the wrong choice. Can't be blocked. 2 or greater will block you. Gonna do that. Gonna push L. Think he might be screwed here. Maybe completely screwed here. Yeah. Even if he wanted to, these 2 sacrifice would make him lose 2 life. So, got him there. Got him there. This is, if I get a mana, it's good, but we'll keep it and see what happens, huh? We'll put down that. We can play the Concealed Courtyard next. We'll do the pro player move, or if we can't reveal that we have other mana than what we have. All right, we need a mana here, otherwise we're Shit's Creek. Ooh, Surveil after Surveil. That's not good. We missed the mana drop there, so that's bad news. Put that down. Probably counterspelled or destroyed, I would imagine. Another Surveil. So, are we looking heavy into Reanimator here? Okay. Godless Shrine. We absolutely will pay the 2. We'll put down Dalcavines. Nice. I've won exactly 4 standard matches since the season started. What messed you up there, guy? Let's do VITO and see what happens. It's probably going to do... He'll probably block Dalcavin. Goes in. He'll sweep after this. I'm almost positive. I'll block with you there because I'm sure he's going to sweep me. I'm like 100%. Yeah, so we saved some life there. Could be a counterspell. No. Next end turn. Probably Yuna popping out, and I can't kill her because she'll have... oh, okay, so he's going to do that. Alright. Yuna? But imagine it's Yuna. No, it's skill up. Drift Ronin, how you doing, man? Mineral area, what's up? Summon Fenrir. Put a land down. Yeah, we got too much. This has got to be Yuna. I don't see any other I don't see any other fucking whatchamacallit aside from Yuna. Okay. Ultima. Very nice. Saint Alenda. He's just throwing shit, man. He's throwing moves to throw moves here, huh? Counterspell, maybe. He's got enough. No, star charts again. Alright. I don't see a way out of this, guys. There you go. I don't see a way out of what this guy's running here. There's no fucking... He's got no real fucking strategy other than just rip everything down. I mean, look at that. Look at this fucking graveyard, dude. Crescent Fang. They're just never gonna let you in here. Look at this fucking graveyard, man. Fucking crazy. Noodles and helicopters. I don't know what that means. Enters tapped. We haven't drawn a creature yet. Okay, there's a Lenda again. Counterspell removal. Whatever. We'll see. But, there you go. Gutsel's Flanker. Gain 2 life and Scry 2. Motherfucker's almost out of cards. Boom, 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 boom. Let's do this. Let's draw some more cards out of his hand. This is boring. The games like this just make me want to scoop. Like, he's getting what he wants because I'll just be like, man, there's no reason to do this. It's boring. This is just tedious that I'm probably... Like, there's a 10% chance that I'll win if he completely fucks up or just, you know... But chances are I'm just going to lose anyways, and I'm wasting time here, so we're just going to leave. This is just the fucking most boring thing ever. Just to sit here, watch himself fucking draw cards. Part of the reason I like the black aggro deck, because if you're very, very aggressive and hit him hard initially, you can do a lot. Duress, nothing. I got all knights in my hand. Storm Chasers down. Me and Lorenzo sitting in the benzo. Push. Okay. Let's put down you. Could be a counter spell. No. We'll push in here. Happy noodles and helicopters. Feed the cycle. We'll hold steady with our other removals. Let's play conservatively here. I have to hold back so much because of a lot of the nonsense that they do. Let's put that down. Could catch a counterspell here. Possible, yeah. What is he going to reveal? Mystical teachings. Put it into your hand, then shuffle. Ah. Okay, so we're going to pull the trick again where he's going to do negative, negative. Who's he going to put it on, though? VV, here's the thing. You get this phenomenon where you got people that are unqualified to run the decks that they're running, and they're running VV and they've got no real good, they're not very good at it, you know. You may cast non-creatures as though they had flash. Could be a board wipe. A sweeper will kill me here. Hey, Gobbler. Got him. Happy noodles and helicopters. I have no idea what that means, mineral areas, but thank you. Yeah, guys, sorry I missed last night. It ended up being unnecessary, but in retrospect, I did need a break. So you're going to have basically, I'm going to do 4 or 5 hours during the day, 4 or 5 hours at night. And then maybe a little bit Thursday morning. If I can get 2 hours in Thursday morning, I'll do that for sure. And then I'll put up some videos for... Well, I had an appointment in the morning, and I ended up getting up for the appointment, and it got canceled anyway, so it ended up... It was a nice night off. I got a lot of sleep, but it was pointless, but either way. That. Alright, we'll try Dalkovins here. He's probably going to hit it with a kill. But we got to get them out of it. It's called pulling teeth, guys. It's one way or the other. We got to get rid of them. Yeah, one way or the other, we got to get rid of him. There's Cravo. I don't think I can beat a Cravo deck. Let's do Knight of Mobilize. Virtue. Probably another removal, if I had to guess. This is the most Cravo, I mean, it's a Cravo deck. Cravo. Cravo's coming in as what? Immune to white. Terrible fucking combo there. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. All mana and all removals. 2 Cravos in the graveyard. A VITO would be really good. Nope, we're not gonna get a. We're just gonna get more mana here. Great, wonderful. We have so far drawn out of 13 cards. We've drawn 7 mana. Which is, you know, it's fantastic. I love going over 50% mana draw. It's my favorite. I'm gonna let you fucking mill and return cards to your grave. You're fucking crazy. Hey, that's awesome, Mineral Era. Happy birthday. Drifty. Get drifty. I'm going to draw mana here just for funsies. I think. Destroyed it. Okay. You drill mana there. Great. Alenda. Fantastic. Immune from instants. Still means it being healed by Awaken the Undead, though, which is a problem. Phyrexian Arena. I mean, it won't help. It just makes me draw cards faster. Unit instance. Binding negotiation. Of course, like I said, it won't be immune to an enchantment doing that. Be another land. Great. What'll be behind this land? Do you think a land? It'll be Knight of Malise. Yeah, I can't really beat these decks. If nothing, literally nothing fucking happens except they play removal, I can't do anything. Balustrade Worm. He can haste in. Knight of Malice. I flooded and drew nothing. I flooded and the things that I drew were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 removals, and that's not useful. Seven days is a week, Asmoran. It's not almost a week. It just is one. Bravo was his name-o. He'll put down 8 in the Usurper. And we'll won't concede here. We may need some card draw. We may need some sacrifice and card draw. That could be a good one to put in. I go first. Oh, that's not bad at all. We'll say enters tapped. Candy Trail. Okay, we will put down that. This looks like an artifact deck. Probably a ramp. Probably artifact ramp. Colorless ramp. Leechbone Verge. Put down Dalkovins. Flip a coin. He didn't get it. Okay, if I can get a mana next turn and get down VITO, I'll be in. Gain life. Hedron. Hedron. Apply directly to forehead. Hedron. Apply direct. That's all I can hear, by the way. Hedron. Apply directly to forehead. Hedron. Apply directly to forehead. He could play his, he could put, I don't know what he can play here, man. A board wipe. No, yeah, he's cooked. He's cooked. 6 different kinds of cooked right there. I know that he was ramping towards his whatchamacallit, but this thing can accelerate. Balustrade Worm, yeah, it's a little tricky to get Delirium. I think that's why people don't like it. I feel like Delirium strategies don't ever really go Stompy, but Balustrade Worm is a good card. Any Stompy card that has haste on it is going to be solid. Is going to be pretty solid overall. Let's do that. Burnout Brastronaut. Let's put down Vav. He can't cast spells on my turn. He could use a Lightning Bolt on this. It is what it is. But I don't think he will. I think that he'll pump or foretell something. Which is fine, because we're going to go in next with a Votem. Yeah, that's what I thought. Go in. Block that with that. That's fine. Boom, boom. This is where things get... This is where things get fun. So we're going to do this. Oof. We're going to go in. Boom. When a creature dies, that gets pumped up. Boom, boom. Gain a life. Gain 2. Gotcha. Boom. Look at that. Easy peasy. You forgot a card name? No blocks. I'll take it. What do you mean? The card name was Balustrade Worm. You were correct. Dalkovin. Okay, so he's foretelling that, so we already know what he wants to do. We'll hold the Get Lost and push now that we have first strike. Boom. put the pressure on there. Pump. Pump, pump. It's a mythic card that has the ward of removing cards from your graveyard. I can't remember. There he is. All right. A lot of people mess up. Don't mess up and commit early. Make them play first. Make them play out all their cards first before you smack them. Lightning strike. Go in for 3. I'll take the 3. Smash Ember. Because this is where it's going to get silly. Yeah, I don't think he can... Yeah, I didn't think he could do that. Oh, Axebane Ferox. Asmoran got it for you. Hey, what's up, Ponologist? Death, how you doing? All right. On time, every time there, guys. Good one. Lava Heart. Man. You're really fucking trying me here, game. My heart is telling me no on that one, guys. Keep 6. We got some decent 2-drops. We'll go for this. Almost a Questing Beast, I know. I was just talking about Questing Beast today. Here's a good question, and I know that you know who I know have a vested interest in this answer. Asmoran. What do you think is worse, Questing Beast or Screaming Mimi? Hey, what's up, Solid Geo? How you doing? What is the more dangerous card, Questing Beast or Screaming Mimi? That's what we gotta ask ourselves right now. Who is worse to deal with? Now, do you think Screaming Mimi's worse? Okay. Okay. All right. That's a bold answer right there. It's a rich, bold answer. A hearty stew answer. Enters tapped. A lot of people were saying Beast. A lot of people were saying Beast. They were saying Beast is worse. I think Beast was worse at the time because there was more Planeswalkers. Nowadays, there's no Planeswalkers. Oh, we got that one on the cheap. Got that one on the cheap, boys. Self-reflection. Nice. Questing Beast had fucking 8 lines of text. That's all I remember. It was like, as soon as somebody played Questing Beast, I'd take out a small little case with eyeglasses in it, and I'd put on my eyeglasses, and I'd start reading Questing Beast. I'd pour myself a cup of coffee, put a big blanket around myself, and start reading that absolute fucking novel of a card that they made. Say, well, if I start Questing Beast now, there you go. It's fucking reason that a paragraph showed up. There's a reason. He's gonna pop that out. That's fine. Dalcovine. You know, Mana Man, at one point I did run Corey Steelcutter. At one point in my life, I did. I'm a little worried about wipes right here. I'm going to put down Cecil Dark Knight. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm a little bit simple in the way that if a card has an absolute fucking mile of text on it, I don't fucking like playing it. Can I say that? If there's 20 minutes of text to read on a card, blue cards are guilty about this. Blue cards are very guilty about this a lot. They will have 15 lines of just stuff, and they'll just go blah, 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 and you're like, oh my god. Geologic Appraiser. Alright, he's going to discover 3. What's he going to discover here? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Screaming Mimi. Hey, that's a good one. That's why we keep it. We keep that fucking thing on us. We keep that motherfucking thing on us, man. Is he going to run in with it? I got a 0-4 blocker for you. Alright, we keep that motherfucking thing on us, bro. Boom. Boom. Dalcovines. Yeah, I heard Corey Steele was pretty good. I heard, what's your prediction for the bands, Mana Man? Also, are you streaming right now? He's got another Geological Appraiser popping up. Katana. Hey, what's up, Diego Manelli? How you doing? We're doing a little bit of Vampires Mobilize. I would really like a VITO right now. That would be really good. He'll play his oh, he's not going to play his Discover card. Discover card. Katana. Samurai's Katana. Oh, no, that's not enters tap. That's nothing. College and Curiosity Nemesis, I don't think they'll hit VV because there's a holiday bundle with VV. I think that VV is cooked. Can I say that I think VV is 6 different kinds of cooked? I think that Cauldron might eat it. Omni should have never been printed. I'd love if Omni died, but I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee that Omni is going to die. I'm drawing nothing but mana here, which is a problem. Search. He gets a Screaming Mimi out. This is a big problem. The no mana the all mana situation is an issue. Voice of Victory. That's not what I need. Boom. No attacks. Yeah, I drew a ridiculous amount of mana. I drew 7 mana out. I drew 50% mana draw right there. It's steady 50% mana draw for Jay. That's going to be 8 mana out of 15. It's pretty good when you think about it. He's going to discover 4. Who's he going to discover? He's going to discover Etali's, known as the Italian job. Very good. He's going to Lightning Helix me. Boom, very good. I'm going to draw more mana, probably. He's going to go in. He's going to go in. He's going to go for it. All right. I'm gonna say no block. We're gonna block you. Cecil Dark Knight. That's not anything that I need. Fantastic. We're gonna do this. You should double block a Dalkovin. Yeah, that's what I thought. Be better off double blocking a Dalkovin. Yeah. I would be fucking in like Flynn if I had a fucking VITO out, but Ride's End. There you go. Yeah, that was a flood right there, folks. That was, I can't even be mad at the deck's performance. The fact that we held off for so long in the face of that flood is just impressive. No, I don't think. No, people have been saying Screaming Mimi because they don't like the card. The Screaming Mimi is getting the same treatment that Sheldra did. Just because you don't like a card doesn't mean it's fucking broken. Screaming Mimi is not broken. It's very powerful, but with the way that Life Gain is right now, it's the apex predator for Life Gain. Life Gain is already one of the top 2 meta cards, meta decks currently on Arena. And if you get rid of Screaming Mimi, there's literally no stopping it. You can't do anything about it. Oh, I remember my No Mice Red deck. That was a good one. Yeah, it's really insane that I don't think that, not insane, but I don't think I feel like it has the Sheldred problem. People didn't like Sheldred, and they was like, oh, I hope they ban Sheldred. I hope they ban Sheldred. You don't like Sheldred. You don't like Sheldred because you're a blue player who's obsessed with drawing 50 cards a turn. That's why you don't like Sheldred. It is a balanced card. It dies to removal. It dies to exile. It dies to board wipes. But Screaming Mimi is the only thing keeping fucking white in check right now. Screaming Mimi can't deliver you a turn 3 win. Okay, Omni can. do you get what I'm saying? It can't do it. It's powerful, but it's part of a larger pieces of it's a piece of a larger puzzle. Yeah, and Landfall's only going to get worse with Earthbending. Let's be real, guys. It's only going to get worse with Earthbending. Put down that. Okay, so he's running a Reanimator. I think Cauldron probably has to go. I think Cauldron probably has to go. I think Omni probably has to go. I don't think they are going to do anything about Omni. I think Cauldron and Vivi are the only ones that are going to eat it, really. Yeah, Floodmaw. Floodmaw's a good card. The reason that people run Floodmaw a lot. Bitter Triumph, discard, got Dracoseth out there. He's looking to bring that back. So let's do Voice of Victory. Boom. Boom. He's looking to do that. Surveil 1. Is Dracoseth hard to kill in some kind of way? No, it just reanimates. Okay, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He can't help it. He can't fucking help it. He can't fucking help it. Yep. Duskmourn doesn't rotate out for a while, bro. All right, I'm honestly happy with the results, guys. I don't mind these results at all. I like going back to Knights. I think they're fun. I think Knights Mobilize with VITO in tow. You throw little vampires on the Knights and you have some honorable vampire Knights. I think we're doing something. I love the Dalkovin VITO combo. It comes out of nowhere and it really messes people up. Yeah, I think it's a very good deck. I think it's a solid Orzhov workhorse that is just has some of my favorite cards, and I wish we'd hopefully get more Knight support going forward. I don't know when we will, but I hope we do.